Well, the state is debating its budget, but what does that mean for Allen County? Well, here to help us understand that is Cory Noonan, Allen County Commissioner. Welcome, Cory.
Glad to be here.
All right, so state budgeting, what's that mean for Allen County?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, we're so appreciative and thankful, you know, the Speaker Huffman, Senator Manchester doing the great work that they do down in Columbus at the State House. But, you know, county government is pretty unique. It's really a branch of state government. The state, through the Ohio Revised Code, you know, puts the parameters and responsibilities of each of our county elected officials. So we do partner with the state on many things, and obviously there's a lot of programs, programmatic, you know, financial, you know, budgeting type of interactions with that. So as they're debating their budget, some and quite a bit of what we do is tied up in there as well. So, you know, they're moving it through the legislative process, which is always a fun thing. But again, great to have, you know, Mr. Huffman and Mrs. Manchester down there. But yeah, we're keeping an eye on it. We were talking about it today. We had a staff meeting today. We were talking about just where we're at, what we're hearing with the budget, and how that relates to programmatically what we do here in Allen County.
Yeah, so when the state has this budget that they propose, you know, are you allotted like a certain amount every year? Is it always the same? Does it differ all the time? Or?
Really, it's programmatically, right? It depends on the program, what it is, but they do their budget on a 2-year cycle, their biennial budget.
Okay.
And it starts, you know, July 1st. So really it gives us, you know, a 2-year window of what that's going to be. But yeah, we go in there, you know, and look at specific programs. You know, you look at the public defender's office or any type of, you know, the roads and bridges and whatnot. But, you know, it is a 2-year process. Once that's locked up, once they have that signed, we know where those programs are at. Then obviously we have a lot of stuff we do on the county level that, you know, our budget is responsible for. So this is a piece of the budgeting process, and really, you know, some of the revised code stuff that they do. So it's you know, we're kind of on the sidelines watching during this time, and they're doing the work down there, and we're excited for them to get that wrapped up.
Yeah, so when you get the amount, do things automatically, you know, fund certain things here in Allen County? You know this is where the money's going to go.
Right, yeah, so some of it's a reimbursement, some of it's grants, some of it, you know, it just all depends. So we're in the discussions, you know, our associations and whatnot, and our elected officials are looking at how they're involved with it. So we're keeping tabs of how it's going. Obviously, we have it budgeted, you know, the program's going for the first part of the year because they're wrapping up their state budget, the previous one, and the new one will start July 1st. So, you know, it's a little bit of a dance, but again, having the good relationship that we have, you know, makes that dance pretty, you know, pretty easy.
Pretty smooth, yeah. So does this time of the year ever make you nervous?
You know, I'll tell you, 12 years ago, yeah, you know, you were sitting there, but it usually flushes itself out. You know, you want to be prepared for the ebbs and flows. It's no different than your budget at home and whatnot. You just got to be prepared for the ebbs and flows and not get too nervous when things are higher or things are low. And plus, you surround yourself with a good team. And here in Allen County, having the team that we have with our elected officials is phenomenal.
Yeah, you've definitely lucked out with a good team. I would say you guys work well together.
Yes.
So let's talk real quick about buildings, and you know, the new administration building or whatever. How's that coming along?
It's coming. We got an update about an hour ago. They're going to finish the south foundation wall or the basement wall, and then they'll just have the west side. So the foundation will be almost completely done. They'll move to the floor. Once we get it out of the ground, it'll look totally different. Right now it looks like a swimming pool.
Yeah.
But it's not. So we're close to getting out of the ground, and it'll be exciting once that happens.
Yeah, I'm excited for the new addition to the downtown Lima.
Yes,
so that'll be nice. Well, Cory, thanks for coming on and giving us some more updates as always.
Appreciate
it.
the opportunity. Thank you.
All right, well, don't go away because medical news is coming up next.